the dark, I see the light, and I know it'll be alright. All I need is a little, just a little faith to get by. Again at dawn, the sun will rise.
Aloha, and welcome to Hope Shines Through, a story of resilience with Paula Fuga. My name is Karen Tan, and I'm President and CEO of Child and Family Service. Over the next hour, we are going on a journey together to hear Paula's story, listen to her music, and learn more about how Child and Family Service helps families across Hawaii. I'm coming to you now from our Ewa Beach campus, where one of our family centers is located. I recently connected with Paula, and I heard her story. And I have to tell you that it is a story that needs to be shared. It is one of hope and resilience. So who is Paula Fuga? Many of you know her as a beautiful singer-songwriter with a soulful voice. Her music is played in many of our homes across Hawaii and beyond. What you might not know about Paula is that growing up, life was not always easy. And because of that, she has a deep care for our community here in Hawaii. But a beautiful part of Paula's story is that organizations like Child and Family Service helped her along the way. Child and Family Service was founded in 1899. We're over 120 years old. We're a 100% local, community-based organization providing services on every island. Child and Family Service provides services to the whole family, from keiki to kapuna. Our mission is to strengthen families and foster the healthy development of children. We believe in hope, and we offer tools for you to find your own hope. As you hear Paula's story, you may hear things that you can relate to. If you or someone you know would like to talk to a live counselor, please call our Hope line at 515-HOPE. That's 808-515-4673. So sit back, relax, but lean in, because as you hear Paula's story, listen to her music, and hear about Child and Family Service, you will see hope shine through. CFS is grateful to have the dedication and support of leaders and businesses in our mission, strengthening families of Hawaii. We dedicate this show to our board members, industry leaders, and volunteers who believe in sparking hope for families by investing their time and resources to raise awareness for CFS. Sprinkled throughout our sponsor commercials are the CFS Legends of Hope Awards. These awards honor supporters for their inspiring and entertaining ways of supporting Child and Family Service.
Aloha, I am Andrew Lay.
And I'm Kelly Sano from Deloitte.
We are here to present the CFS Legends of Hope Award for the Biggest Diva, Best Female Performer. The nominees for this category are
Kathy Inoue, Emily Reber Porter, Lisa Rapp. And the winner for Best Female Performer is Emily Reber Porter.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Well, meet my tree. Nothing to be proud of. Yep, you could say we all had our ways of crying out for help. Thankfully, somebody heard, and things got better for me, for everyone else too. And now I'm doing things I never thought I'd do. Interesting how that works. Hope, it's contagious. If you need help, visit childandfamilyservice.org.
Aloha, I am Wyatt Matsubara here on behalf of Non Inc. I'm here to present CFS's Legends of Hope Award for the Mr. Big Stuff, Best Male Performance. The nominees of this category are Anton Krucky, Tony Mizuno, Mark Yamakawa. The winner for the Best Male Performance is Mark Big Stuff Yamakawa.
There's nothing like the feeling of home to make people smile. Now, Bank of Hawaii introduces a smarter way to refi that's giving homeowners another reason to smile. Because you can refinance your existing first mortgage with a home equity line up to $400,000 with no appraisal, no application fees, and virtually no closing costs at these great low rates. So you can keep thousands of extra dollars in your pocket and a great big smile on your face. Applying takes just a few moments, but the smiles will last for years.
Welcome back to A Hope Shines Through, a story of resilience with Paula Fuga. Paula, I'm so glad you're here with me today, and I just want to thank you for taking time to share your story.
Thank you for having me. It's my honor to be here with you, and I'm honored to share my story in this way, and I hope that my story inspires the people at home watching.
What's it like growing up as Paula Fuga?
Well, I was born in Louisiana. My father was in the military and we moved back to Hawaii when I was still a little baby. My parents split up when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I lived with my mom here in Hawaii. She's Hawaiian and my dad is Samoan, so he moved back to Samoa with my brother. And so for a long time, it was just my sister and I. And my mom got mixed up into some drugs and we were eventually placed in foster care. And throughout those years in my life, we experienced homelessness, living on different beaches around Oahu, living in cars, in vans, you know. The most beautiful time in my life, though, as a kid, experiencing homelessness. We lived on the beach in Waimanalo. And I really feel like that's the reason why I'm so connected to nature, because I would come home from school and we'd swim all day, and then at night I'd watch the stars, you know, and we lived in a tent, so like I'd go out of my tent to, you know, go use the restroom, and then I'd just like be astonished at the magnificence of the night sky, you know, and I feel so at home in nature and under the stars, and it was a beautiful thing. There were some really hard times. The adults in my life at one point taught my sister and I how to steal, how to lie, how to like cheat, you know. It wasn't up until I was living with my grandparents that I realized that the things that I was taught were wrong, you know. And the one defining moment in my life where I knew that and I had that realization was I was sitting in my grandmother's car. We were picking up my auntie. There was a big entertainment center with big speakers and, you know, a record player, cassette tape player, and, you know, I love music, so of course I wanted those things, and, you know, the leather couches, it just looked so fancy. And I told my grandma, I go, if I only had a brick and a truck, I could have all of this. And my grandma, she like whacked me on my shoulder. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? If you want these things, you go out and you get a job and you work hard and you earn the money to buy them. You don't go stealing brick and a truck. Oh my gosh, you know. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, yeah, stealing is wrong. Like all the stuff I learned up until this point was wrong. And, you know, that's when I started to decide what kind of adult I wanted to become. That's when I chose for myself the life that I wanted, you know. I knew that I didn't want to be a thief or a liar or a cheater, you know. It's up to me to determine what my future looks like, and I cannot blame my life on the mistakes or the choices that my parents made or the people who were in my life, you know. And that's when I started to feel empowered, knowing that one day I'm gonna be an adult, I'm gonna be a good person, I'm gonna be a good parent when I have kids, you know. I'm gonna give them the life that I never had. I'm gonna make sure that I protect them. And and teach them right from wrong. And like when you do good things come to you, you know what I mean? When you put out good intentions, when you help people, I mean, only good things can come back to you, you know? I never dreamed of it in my life, but I was welcomed to the White House on several occasions, you know, and my life is just so different from where it started. And I just feel so lucky and blessed. And 100% I know that it's because of the mentors that I encountered, just by, you know, opening my heart and trusting these people. I know sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating when authoritative people come into your life, especially as a kid, you know. You're like, who are these people? You have all these guards up, but if you can just open your heart and give people a chance, you never know all of the blessings that could follow from just that one act, you know.
Your story is so meaningful, Paula, and you know, I think about that whole idea of trusting those that can help you, and we've had conversations about that you know, as a little child you were told not to trust people that could help you, and so it made it harder to get the help that you needed, and I know that's important, to be able to trust and to be able to heal being told you can't trust, and yet here you are. And you've come so far and you're doing so well. And it was that one moment of decision. I'm curious, how old were you when your grandmother said, that's not how you do it?
I was probably about 12 years old.
Yeah. So that was a pivotal moment. Yeah.
And it's that time during adolescence when you start thinking about your life as an adult, you know, start planning your life, making choices that will lead you to wherever you want to be eventually. I just had so much hope and faith that I'm special, I'm here for a reason, I'm gonna change the world.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, one of the things that you and I talked about early on is you interface with a lot of organizations such as Child and Family Service. And so that's really why you wanted to come to this format to share your story, because we want to bring hope to the community and talk about the work that Child and Family Service does for people that have gone through similar things like you have.
Absolutely. My life story is such a powerful thing, and I've had interactions from a youth with agencies like Child and Family Service, and I think that it's such a powerful thing to encourage the community to reach out, you know, when they need help. I hope that this does that for the community, and I hope that we can show them all the beautiful and positive things that Child and Family Service offers.
Yeah, I mean, it's the bridge between really people seeing themselves maybe in your story and getting help, because so much of your journey is about the way that you were able to get help from others. And we're going to talk a lot about that today.
Absolutely.
Well, throughout the day, we're going to have guests who are going to be asking you questions. So we have a very special Keiki who would like to ask you a question now.
Okay.
Hello, Auntie Paula, and my name is Eleanor, and I come from Oahu. What inspires you in life and when you play music?
What inspires me in life? I think that life itself inspires me. All the different things that you discover in nature, the beauty of it, the unique relationships between people, that really inspires me. Love, the way that people show love for one another, that also inspires me. And, you know, just, I feel like inspiration comes in the busyness of life. And when you live your life being open to all the possibilities, and I feel like that's where the inspiration comes from. And that's where the music comes from too, for me.
Yeah, and I think that what I've learned about you as we've gotten to know each other is just that hope that you bring, how you see that there's an opportunity for a positive future. And so, you know, I would love to hear a little more about that, because that has really touched me when I heard your story, just that hope that shines through, really. So when you think about, you know, what inspires you, think about like when you were a little child, and maybe share a story about, you know, what inspired you during that time and what gave you hope, because things were pretty rough.
Yes, things were pretty rough. And I just had this dream in my heart that was a seed that was planted a long time ago. And I was so lucky and fortunate and blessed to have a vision like that was so vivid for me. I knew that I could sing. I knew that I had a gift when I was very young. So I'd imagine myself singing on a stage, you know, and I'd imagine myself writing songs by the age of 4. And I knew that I could sing so young. And I think what really did it for me, I was about 9 years old, and someone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I clearly saw myself on a stage in front of a huge audience that I couldn't number. And it was just a wall of people. And I had that feeling in my soul that this was what my life would be like. This is why I'm here on earth. And I think that because I had such a powerful dream and I knew that I had a special gift, I feel like that is what helped me to be hopeful, to know that if I just be a good person, that eventually I'd get there, you know?
Yeah. I think of the Child and Family Service and the work we do and how so much of what we strive to do is give people that hope. And you had it ingrained within you. You just needed to discover it. And that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
So Paula, we're here to also enjoy your music because I know
Yes.
so much of us love your beautiful music. And so can you think of a song that you could share that would really speak to the hope and the inspiration that you've experienced in your life?
Yes, I have a song called The Sun Will Rise. And I got the title from this thought that even after the most cold, dark, and stormiest nights, the sun must rise again at dawn. And there will be a new day with the hope of unlimited possibilities. That's what this song is about.
I love that. Well, let's hear that song.
Yes, I would love to sing it.
So many times I try to get ahead in life, but something always happens. I'm back at where I began. I get so tired of trying that I wanna know when it's gonna come. Oh, I want you to know where I'm coming from. Through the dark I see the light, and I know it'll be alright. All I need is just a little faith to get by. I know you're with me wherever I may be. I know you said you'd always be there. Lord knows I need you now. Upon my knees I pray that I gotta know when it's gonna come. Oh, I want you to know where I'm coming from. Through the dark I see the light, and I know it'll be alright. All I need is just a little faith to get by. to share with you. I've had the same one all my life. So please believe in me. Sometimes it gets so hard, to keep believing in yourself. Oh, but you must above all else, you gotta hold your head up high. I must believe at dawn, again the sun will rise. All I need is just a little faith to get by. And I wanna know when it's gonna come. Oh, I want you to know where I'm coming from. Through the dark I see the light, and I know it'll be alright. All I need is a little, just a little faith to get by. And soon the storm will subside. Again at dawn the sun will rise.
Aloha, I'm Jill Hogard Green, and I have the privilege of being the President and CEO of the Queen's Health System. I'm delighted to present the CFS Legends of Hope Award for Showstoppers, the best group performance. The nominees for this category are the Tinas, K-pop crew, and Sick Rockers. And the award for best group performance goes to the Tinas.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher. When I grow up, I want to be like my dad.
When I grow up, I want to be an architect, but I also want to grow my own food.
When I grow up, I want to save the world.
I want to use science as a way to malama'aina.
I want to see my kids graduate.
I want to think about what's the biggest contribution I can make.
I want to be the best grandma that I can be.
I want our keiki to continue Pauahi's legacy.
My gratitude runs deep. It's in my heart. I want to go back and do it all over again.
Aloha! I'm Cheryl Walthall from the General Contractors Association of Hawaii. I am excited to present the CFS Legends of Hope Award for Fab Footwork, Best Group Choreography. The nominees in this category are Girls Rule, Soul Man, and Non-Stop Shimmy. And the winning group is Non-Stop Shimmy. Welcome back to Hope Shines Through, a story of resilience with Paula Fuga. We have another question from another keiki, a very special keiki, and this question is...
Aloha Paula, my name is Paige and I'm from Kauai. As a grown-up, is there something you would like to pass down to kids in my generation?
What a great question. Yes, there is something that I would like to pass down to kids in your generation. It's so important to treat others the way that you would want to be treated, you know, because I believe that it's the differences in people that make the world go round. And if we could just appreciate those unique qualities about each other, I think that we'd have such a more beautiful life, you know, if you can learn to accept others, their quirkiness. I always tell my nieces and nephews that weird just means different, you know, and different is a beautiful thing, because how boring would the world be if everyone was exactly the same? You know, love each other, be kind to each other, because what you put out into the universe comes back to you.
Yeah, that's so good, Paula. You know, I think we all need to learn to be a little bit kinder to each other, especially with everything going on. It's just really a challenge to be kind. And so I love that you know, recommendation for the keiki as they grow up, and to appreciate each other and come together. It's a beautiful thing.
Could you tell us about the wonderful opportunities Child and Family Service has for the community?
Yeah, definitely. You know, and I think that it's important for everyone to know that the organization is across the whole state, that we've been around for 122 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And one of the programs that I really want to highlight is a program that we call our family centers, which really is near and dear to me, because it's about families getting any kind of help that they might need, and the ability to walk in and get that support. And so we have family centers across the state. And so it could be someone who needs food or clothing, or it could be someone who needs counseling or resources. And so being able to do that for the community where people are living is super important. And that's one of the things that we do.
So Child and Family Service is on all of the islands?
We serve the whole state. And so we are on all the islands except for Lanai as far as offices go. So we even have a small office on Molokai and across the whole state. And we really just have that broad reach, really trying to help families across the state and encourage them and bring hope to the communities that we serve.
Thank you so much. That's such important work that you guys are doing. And I'm so glad that we have this opportunity to share that with the community.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you being here to help us share, because your story really is about who we serve, Paula. You know, it's about being able and available to help when families are in need, and your story has that a lot of needs that you had as a child. And you know, I'm glad that we, among other organizations, were there for you along the way.
Yes, thank you so much.
There's another keiki question that we have for you, of course. And this question is,
Aloha, Auntie Paula. My name is Aki, and I'm from Oahu. How did places like CFF help you on your journey?
Well, organizations like CFS helped me on my journey because it opened up opportunities for me to experience different things. I know that this one program, it was run by a beautiful man named Merton Chinen. He was like a fatherly figure to me and a lot of the other kids growing up in foster care around that same time. He just loved us so much and like made us feel so welcomed and important and seen. We loved each other so much, you know, all the foster kids, we would support each other. I remember they came to one of my performances at Ala Moana. I think it was called Keiki Stars, like Hawaii Stars, and they all showed up to support me for that, and such a beautiful thing. But
yeah.
But still till today, I remember Merton Chinen, and he took us to Kauai, he took us to the Big Island, and just gave us these opportunities that we never would have had otherwise, you know? He had a big part in my life and my success, you know? Just being someone who was there for not just me, but a whole generation of foster kids.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an important thing, and to even see your tears now shows you how meaningful that was. And I think sometimes in the work that we do, we don't always know the impact we're having, but clearly the impact is there. So thank you.
Yeah, thank Merton.
So Paula, I know that, my understanding is that a lot of musicians who write their own music, that they really dig deep into what they've experienced in life. And I thank you for sharing what you've experienced and, just kind of touching the tip of the iceberg really on your experiences. And I wonder if there's a song that relates to what you've shared.
Yes, I do have a song and it's called You Got This Girl. It's my Manawahine anthem and it's gonna be featured on my album coming out in a few weeks. And I'm really excited because I think that this song is gonna change a lot of lives, It's about having hope and knowing that you're in control of your circumstances, that you have everything you need in order to be successful in life, in order to overcome any of the trying circumstances that you might find yourself in. And it's such a beautiful song and I would love to share it with you guys right now.
Oh, thank you. Let's do it.
She listens to a hopeful song. That's when I knew something was wrong. Now she don't like to wash her hair, and at her wall she sits and stares. She's grown accustomed to his rage, always a loser in his game. Knows exactly what to say to change her mind and make her stay again and again and again. But when will she ever learn? She fumbles, looking backwards. Oh no, and how can I show her she's got everything she needs? She's stronger than she knows. Why don't she believe? She learned to look the other way. He saw something in her that day, and things were cool, but now they've changed. No longer close, but still they play again and again and again. And when will she ever learn? She fumbles, looking backwards. Oh no, and how can I show her she's got everything she needs? She's stronger than she knows. Why don't she believe? 'Cause you got this girl, I know you do. I believe in you. You're strong, you're beautiful, intelligent, and I believe in you. Oh, 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 oh,
Aloha, I'm Amanda Corby Noguchi from Under My Umbrella. I'm excited to present the CFS Legends of Hope Award for the Best Superstar Transformation. The nominees for this category are Bored Punk Rockers, Head to Toe Makeover, Execs Just Wanna Have Fun. And the winning transformation goes to Execs Just Wanna Have Fun. Congratulations, everyone.
Make sure you're connected. The writing's on the wall. 'Cause if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall,
Connection is a human necessity, one we need today more than ever. And with the new First Hawaiian Bank mobile app, you can stay just as connected to your finances. And it all starts with yes.
Aloha, I'm Glenn Kaneshigi from Nordic PCL Construction. I'm here to present the CFS Legends of Hope Award for the Best Buzz, Most Creative Promo. The nominees for this category are American Savings Bank, Wall of Heroes, Central Pacific Bank and Nordic PCL Construction, A Few Good Bankers, Nordic PCL Construction, Risque Performance. Oh wow, I'm in all of these. I think I have a good chance to win. And the winner is Nordic PCL Construction, Risque Performance.
Love is the most powerful force in the universe. And love for all people at every interaction is what Subaru Hawaii is all about. I'm Paula Fuga, and I'm proud to be a Subaru Hawaii ambassador. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Why do I love being a doctor at Kaiser Permanente? I get to practice in the place I grew up.
Because doctors are empowered to do what's right for you, not what an insurance plan approves.
When we pull up your records, we see your entire history from every Kaiser Permanente facility, so we can give you the best possible care.
Your primary care doctor, your specialists, it's great. We all work together as one team.
I don't just work here, I am a patient too. I wouldn't trust my family's healthcare to anyone else.
Welcome back to Hope Shines Through, a story of resilience with Paula Fuga. Paula, I think, it's just been so good to hear your story, and that song was so beautiful, and I think you're right, it's going to change lives.
Thank you.
And so, as we think about just the story and your life experience, and then to really bring hope and say, you got this, is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Absolutely.
So we have another keiki question. And so this question is,
Aloha Paula, my name is Jayan Hulama and I'm from the island of Kauai. Did you have any family who taught you and helped you be hopeful?
Yes, I did. I had family, I had other positive role models in my life, teachers at school, my mom's friends. And I think that it's so important that people know or realize that it does take a village to raise a child. And it's because of all these different adults in my life that looked out for me, that showed up for me, that I am the person I am today. And I think that when I look at kids, I look at all the kids as my own, and I think it's so important that we need to adopt that mentality again as a community, as a society, to look out for one another's children. I feel like that's how my family was with me and all these different influences in my life growing up. I remember I was about 12 years old and there was my teacher, Miss Dowd, came to my house and I hadn't been to school for a couple weeks, and I think my mom had gotten arrested and it was in the newspaper, so the school was interested in my whereabouts, and my teacher came to my house, and I remember my mom had a friend who was there, a lady, And when my teacher showed up, I hid and I told her, talk to my teacher, you know? And I was like, I thought it was a funny thing, but when she came into the house, she said that your teacher really loves you and she cares about you and she's worried about you. She said that if you need a place to go, that she would be happy to take you in, you know? And that just touched my heart. Her name is Kathleen Dowd, and I'll never forget that, you know? And I felt bad that I was hiding from her, and I never told her that I saw her that day, but I did. And I know that she cared about me, and it was a beautiful thing, you know? So if you're out there and you see a kid in need, do something, you know what I mean? Like, check on them. If you see some hungry kids, feed them, you know? Like, they're just little kids, they're just babies, you know? And they need all of us. And we're that village that's raising all these kids in our community. And I feel like that's so important, and it's something that has been lost lately, lost on a lot of people. And I feel like we're all in this together, you know? We're one big family here in Hawaii. That's how I look at everyone. I feel like that's how I was raised, and you know, it's important to be there for our keiki. So thank you and Child and Family Service for all that you guys do for the community. And I really hope that when people see this program, that they're inspired to reach out when they need it. You guys are here for the better and the good of our community.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting because I think not everybody understands who we are and what we do. And I think for an organization like ours, we really are there to help. And we have a program called the Parent Line, for example, and anyone can call that number and get help. Even if we're frustrated with our teen or just having a hard time, you know, being a parent, or even if a youth wants to call and say they need help. And so it's really, you know, something that we're trying to do and provide for the community. And so it's helpful to hear your story and how, you know, organizations such as ours can be very helpful and have an impact, a lasting impact, whether it be a teacher or a social worker or anyone. If you care for that family or for that kid, show it, do it, because it does make a difference. And just hearing you, even you can feel it in your history of just remembering the names and the moment that those people touched your lives. And that's what we at Child and Family Service try to do. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Is there a song that you'd like to share that has to do with that hope that you had growing up, and just how you made that choice to be kind and to be a good person and to make a difference and change your life for the better?
Yes, I have a song and it's called Just a Little Bit. I wrote it for my 2 little nieces. It's a song about perseverance and different examples of ways that we could overcome these obstacles that sometimes we're faced in life, you know. Try a little harder, smile a little brighter, dream bigger, you know. All these things that I think are so important, and I can't wait to play it for you now.
Thank you.
Hold on just a little bit longer. I know in time you'll feel a little stronger, and try just a little bit harder. When you feel like quitting, time to give it your all. Just a little bit. Do 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 do. Just a little bit. Laugh just a little bit louder. Who cares if they think that there's something funny about you? And smile just a little bit brighter. do, 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 just a little bit. Just a little bit. And sing just a little bit sweeter. Close your eyes. It gets a little easier. Come on and breathe just a little bit deeper. Exhale the negative. You'll feel a little freer. Just a little bit. Do, 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 just a little bit. And we can be just a little bit better. Better than yesterday. And even better tomorrow. If we just love just a little bit more. Be true to yourself and give from your heart just a little bit. Do, 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 just a little bit. Just a little bit. You'll feel a little freer. Just a little bit. So do you feel a little freer? Just a little bit. So do you feel a little freer? Just a little bit.
Aloha, I'm Cal Chipchase with the Hawaii law firm Cage Schutte. I'm excited to announce the winner of the CFS Legends of Hope Award for the Best Co-Chairs Performance. The nominees for this category are Stanford Carr, Arnold and Beth, and the Three Brothers. And the award goes to Arnold and Beth.
Here we go now.
Aloha, I am Michael Young from Albert C. Kobayashi Inc. I'm here to present the CFS Legends of Hope Award for the most enjoyable group performance. The nominees are Batty Board Members, Superhero Squad, and Thigh High Stride. And the award goes to Superhero Squad. Congratulations.
Hey, Mom? Mom? What's up?
Just refinancing our mortgage.
On your phone? You are?
Hey, I'm tech savvy. It's easy. And it's saving us like $700 a month.
Go, Mom.
Well, Eric showed me how to do it.
Who's Eric?
Our banker.
You have a banker? Who are you?
Everyone has a banker at American Savings Bank. Make an appointment online today.
Aloha, I am Jennifer Bowers-Pang with Pang Communications. I'm thrilled to present a special award to the Child and Family Service Guild for their commitment and leadership to the mission of CFS and the thousands of families they support each year. Today, the Guild is comprised of 80 women and men. This diversified blend of talent and skill, coupled with an incredible commitment to strengthening families and fostering the healthy development of children, is why the board and leadership recognizes the Guild with the CFS Champions of Hope Award. Join me in sending aloha and mahalo to the Child and Family Service Guild.
Mahalo for watching. I hope that you were as inspired as much as I was listening to Paula's story. Even though the program is ending, there are still live counselors available for you, so please call our Hope line at 515-HOPE. That's 808-515-4673. My name is Karen Tan. I'm President and CEO of Child and Family Service. But before we go, let's listen to one more beautiful song of Paula's.
This is a song called Misery's End, and I wrote it about leaving the ones you love behind only to return home safely. It's just something I must do for a future. Always knew that it would be just so. I'll be counting the days, and I won't get used to it before I sail away. I want you to know that when I go, I'll come back home to you someday. And all these loving memories I promise to keep with me. Misery's end is on your lips, but please don't say don't go away from me. You know I'm just a breeze coming in through the trees before I sail away. I want you to know that when I go, I'll try my best to phone daily. But remember, no news is good news, and the good news is I love you. back home to you someday. And when I return, I hope you pick me up at baggage claim C. You know I'm just a breeze